Be up guys, welcome to the stream and the reaction for Grimsby Town 0, Bees 5. Yep. Grimsby Town 0, Bees 5. 5. Massive. Brilliant win for the Bees. Absolutely smashed Grimsby, walloped them, comprehensive victory. I don't know why I was worried, to be quite honest with you. Why I was worried about this game, I thought it was going to be a lot tougher than this. You know, what Grimsby done to Man United and everything, Sheffield Wednesday even as well. But, you know, this really was a walk in the park in a way. It was straightforward for us. We were awesome, absolutely superb. And these were the lineups for the game. I'll just go through these again. And there's the lineups: Valdemarson, Arthur, Henry, Pinnock, Vandenberg, Jensen, Rotara, Lewis Potter, Carvalho, and Nelson, who got his first goal for us. Brilliant. From Reece Nelson there. The subs were Aya, Collins, came on to score, of course, as well. Yanel, Donovan, Balcom, and Ramel Donovan also got some minutes, came on in the second half. Balcom, Coyote, Damsgaard, Tiago and Sharda. So, brilliant lineup, very strong lineup for us. Proved to be too much for Grimsby. It really did. We really did wallop them. The Grimsby lineup, of course, was Pym, Sweeney, Rogers, McEachran, Lavelle, McJanet, Burns, Green, Cabia, Curry, Vernam, and the subs were Staunton, Rose, Thury, Adua, Van Forsen, Warren, Walker, Casper, and Amaluza. But really were too much for Grimsby yesterday. What an incredible, strong performance, confident, really going well at the buzzing. Of course, being the Bees, we are buzzing at the moment. Got a comment here from Warren. Hi Steve, great win, mate. Yeah, it was brilliant. Superb win for us. Superb. Yeah, amazing. Also got one here from Kev as well. Right. Hi Steve, could a trip to Wembley happen for you lads? Well, I hope so. Bro. I really hope so. You know, I'd love it too. I'd love us to get there and, you know, maybe even win the trophy, win the Carabao Cup. I'd really love that. Could it be our time? You know, who'd have thought we could be doing this under Andrews, though, rather than Thomas Frank? That would be amazing if Keith Andrews' first season, he gets us a trophy. That'd be incredible. But it's still a long way off yet. Hold on a minute, guys. I've got to go and answer the door. Be back very soon. Apologies, guys. That was just my food. I'd ordered something. Just been delivered, so I won't have my face on the camera at the moment. So I am eating as well. But yeah, fingers crossed, Warren. I am delighted to see an Irish manager doing so well at the moment. Yeah, exactly, Kev. He's a very good young manager, and I hope he does do well. I thought of him mainly as a set-piece coach, but he really is proving me wrong at the moment. I hope he continues with this. And we get into we can get through the quarterfinals, because I'm sure we'll have a big team. We'll probably have an Arsenal or something, or Newcastle, or whatever else. So it'll be a tougher game when we play them. But obviously, the draw is later on after the Newcastle Spurs. I think it's Newcastle and Spurs tonight. So yeah. Yeah. No, I wasn't playing for Grimsby last night. Yeah, there was somebody called Warren. Yeah. Yeah, it weren't you, mate. No. I think you might have done better against our defence than they did, to be honest, in the end. But I wasn't expecting it to be that easy, to be quite honest. But I thought we were totally awesome as well, though. I thought we were amazing in that game. I really do. Nice to see you, Kev. I hope you're well. Yeah, definitely. Kev again. Kev again. I'm visiting London this weekend. Got a ticket for Fulham and Wolves on Saturday. Should be decent. Yeah, should be. All good, thanks, Warren. Hope you are well. I think he is. Apart from what's happening at Southampton at the moment, I'm sure he's fine. Right, I'm going to go into the match report now, guys, and go into the game. Grimsby Town 0, Brentford 5. Professional Bees progress to Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Brentford booked place in Carabao Cup quarterfinals with a 5-0 victory against Grimsby Town at Blundell Park on Tuesday evening. Matthias Jensen, Keane Lewis-Potter, Reece Nelson, Fabio Carvalho and Nathan Collins on target. In clinical Bees display, head coach Keith Andrews, we approached the game really well. Goals from 5 different goal scorers as well, which is great in this game. Goals from Matthias Jensen, Keane Lewis-Potter and Reece Nelson put the Bees in control at the interval before Fabio Carvalho converted a second half penalty. Nathan Collins came off the bench to head in a fifth and round off a clinical outing display. Nelson, who featured against Aston Villa in the previous round from the bench and netted a penalty in the shootout, made his full debut for the club as Keith Andrews made 9 changes from Saturday's 3-2 Premier League victory against Liverpool at G-Tech Community Stadium. Seth Vandenberg and Dango Wataru retained their places in the starting 11, with the latter being deployed centrally. A sublime pass from Jensen created the first chance of the game on 8 minutes as he split the defence to put Lewis-Potter in behind. The former Hull man, playing on the right side of the Bees attack, sent a low cross into the middle of the box, which dropped to Nelson, who saw his snapshot blocked. Grimsby responded with a well-worked opportunity of their own, beginning with an equally impressive George McEachran pass to the right flank. The ball was eventually worked to Charles Van Am, but the winger's off-balance shot was collected by Hakon Valdemarsson. The Mariners, buoyed by a vocal home crowd and full of confidence as League Two's joint top goal scorers, put together a nice move on 20 minutes, but Evan Curry's header, after being picked out of the back post, did not have enough on it to trouble Brentford's goal. Moments later, the Bees took the lead, courtesy of a classy Jensen finish. Lewis Potter caught Grimsby in possession and played it inside to the Dane, who curled into the far corner of the net past the helpless Christy Pym for his third goal of the season in all competitions. And it was 2-0 just 4 minutes later. Frank Onyeka led a counter-attack which looked to have fizzled out after the defence recovered to prevent Carvalho from progressing into the penalty area. But Nelson picked up the loose ball before knocking it past his man and dinking it to the back post for Lewis Potter to head home. It would have been 3 on the half-hour mark but for a last-ditch change from Cameron McJanet, who poked the ball away from Ouattara in the 6-yard box after Rico Henry motoring down the left side, having been found by another quality Jensen pass, had delivered into the box. The West Londoners added a third just before the interval. Grimsby couldn't deal with some quick interplay in and around the box, and when Nelson picked up the ball on the edge of the D, he shuffled the ball onto his right foot before caressing it into the bottom corner. The interval did little to halt Brentford's momentum. 7 minutes after the restart, Jensen found Henry inside the area with a reverse pass, with the fullback playing it inside to Carvalho. The latter was bundled over and referee Thomas Kirk pointed to the spot. The Bees' number 14 picked himself up to fire the resulting penalty into the bottom corner of Pym's goal, in front of the sold-out away end. Grimsby, to their credit, kept going. Their best chance of the night came with just over 20 minutes remaining, after Jazi Kabia was picked out by McJanet, but his back post header fell wide. Andrews, managing minutes with a trip to Crystal Palace to think about the weekend, utilised all 5 substitutes in the second half, with Ramel Donovan introduced for his Brentford debut. Brilliant. The youngster was involved as the Bees made it 5-0 on 75 minutes. He drove forward down the right side before finding Kevin Sharder, who had a shot blocked behind from the resulting corner. From the resulting corner, Jensen's delivery was headed into the back of the net by Colin. Sharder had the ball in the back of the net late on, but the offside flag was already up as he raced onto a Lewis Potter ball over the top and stabbed the ball home. Attendance only 8,637, but we had a good lot of Bees fans there. Keith Andrews praised his side's professionalism and attitude in their Carabao Cup round 4 victory against Grimsby Town at Blundell Park. We approached the game really well, said the Bees head coach. The professionalism and attitude in the group doesn't surprise me. We just maybe had to educate some of the players about what it might be like. Tactically, we didn't change too much. With the personnel there was a lot of changes because they deserved it, and they performed really well. Nelson delighted with first goal and assist. Reece Nelson hopes that he can now kick on at Brentford after making his first full debut for the club with a goal and assist in the 5-0 Carabao Cup victory at Grimsby. been a bit slow for me coming here. With a little setback and injury, said the Arsenal loanee. I've been working in the background, so I was delighted to start today and get a nice assist and a nice goal. It's about moving forward from here. Today we showed our fighting spirit and the team that we can be, even with all the changes we made. And I'll do the player ratings. Go to them. Right. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll finish my food off and then I'll carry on, guys. Okay. Just got the player ratings to go through. Apologies, guys. I was just finishing my food, my grub. So I'm going to go into the player ratings now. After this fantastic performance on the bees, totally stung Grimsby. Really did, battered them. Right. So Valdemarson, of course, in for Kelleher. Really good. Didn't have that much to do, to be honest, but what he did do was very good. And so I thought, he had a really good game. And, pardon me. Yeah, I thought he had a really good game, Valdemarson. And, oh, excuse me. Sorry. I was just eating, so apologies, guys. So Valdemarson, I thought was really very good. Didn't have a lot to do as such, so it was quite easy night for him, easy, quiet game. But what he done was very good and a clean sheet. So for me, I'll give him an 8. An 8. Is that all right? Yeah, an 8 for Valdemarson. Arthur, I thought, looked very assured. Yet again, this young man at the back, very good player, looks very good, a real talent. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. It's substituted for Coyote in the 71st minute. Obviously, Coyote done pretty well when he come on as well. Long throws, of course, but not as great as he was the other day against Coyote. So I'll give him a 7 though. Coming on, Coyote. Right, Vandenberg. I thought was brilliant. I actually thought he was superb. Yet again, after that match against Liverpool as well. Again, wasn't tested a lot. Really, not enough. But I thought he was brilliant. I'll give him a 9. Collins came on for him in the 60th and scored. Great header. Yeah, brilliant. I'll give him an 8, Collins, because he weren't playing the whole game. So I'll give him an 8 as he scored as well. I thought Pinnock played brilliant as well. It was great. Not severely tested, of course, but I'll give him an 8 as well. Henry, I thought was superb, really great on the wing there, on the left back, and going down the wing. I thought so. For me, a 9 actually for Henry. Onyeka actually was good, done a lot of good stuff. Give him an 8. Yannick came on in the 68th. I don't think was great or amazing. I don't know. He was okay. I'll give him a 7. I thought Jensen was brilliant, outstanding for me. Brilliant as well. Scored again. He's doing really well for me. I'll give him a 9, and I'm going to give him man of the match. Jensen as well for me. Brilliant. Lewis Potter was great as well. He had a really good game. Of course, he scored. As I say, 5 different goal scorers. Jensen, Lewis Potter, and Collins, and of course Reece Nelson as well, and Carvalho. So, yeah. And I'll move on. Yeah, Lewis Potter. I'm giving him a 9 as well. A good goal he scored as well. Carvalho, one of his best games, I think. He's had for a little while. Of course, won the penalty and took it. Very good penalty. I'll give him an 8. Carvalho. It's a lot better from him. I'm glad to see that. I want him to keep doing that now, though. I really do. It's got to be better. It's got to be up to this level now. And got one comment there from Luca. Be up to you, Luca. Oh, yeah, be up to you, bro. Thanks for coming in. Brilliant. Won't be on here much longer, guys, because I'm just going to go through this. And then I'm going to go and obviously watch the rest of the Carabao Cup matches as well. That are today. There's a lot more games, of course, and then I'm looking forward to the draw later on, quarter-final draw. See who we're going to get in the quarter-finals. Anyway, yeah, Carvalho, I'm giving an 8. Reece Nelson scored a very good goal. I thought done pretty well. I'm giving him an 8 as well. Good to see him playing and get on his debut and getting a goal. Superb. And Ramel Donovan replaced him in the 68th. Thought we had a good game as well. He looked very good, this young man that we got, and I think from Birmingham and all that. And he was sort of promoted up through to the first team. And, he hasn't played enough yet in the first team, I don't think, but hopefully we'll see more of him now. He may get more games in this Carabao Cup now, possibly. I thought he looked very good. I'm giving him an 8 as well. Ouattara, impressive yet again, I think. I'd say definitely an 8. Sharda, 60, came on for him in the 60th minute. Also looked very good again. I'll give him a 7 because he wasn't on really long enough. Although he did look, no, actually I'll give him an 8 because he did look fairly dangerous yet again. So I'm an 8 for Sharda. As I say, 9 for Jensen, my man of the match. I thought he was superb. And subs not used, Balcom, Aya, Damsgaard and Thiago. So at least we kept Damsgaard and Thiago ready for Saturday. There's a big game Saturday back to the Premier League against Palace away. Very, very tough game, really. Not looking forward to this. We could come unstuck there. Very, very good team, Palace. So, I really hope we can win, but obviously I'm going to do a preview for that game. I might see if I can get a Palace fan on. Would be great if I can, get a Palace fan on there for the preview. Hoping to do the preview on maybe later on Friday, probably evening, something like that. Possibly, maybe a little bit earlier, depending, because I'm in the progress of moving into a new place. So if I do actually move in on Friday, which I'm hoping to, it might not be till later the preview. If not, it'll be early Saturday. I'll be doing the preview. So, another message there another comment from Warren. Would you like to see any of the players that played last night who aren't regular starters get a start of the weekend? Maybe one or two. I'd like to see Donovan have another go. I rate him. He looks very good. Ramel Donovan, another young player. Like to see that young Arthur giving a go at the back again. Benjamin Arthur. I think he's a real talent. Apparently, he's been likened to Virgil van Dijk. So hopefully how Virgil van Dijk used to be, not how he is now. Because Van Dijk has been making mistakes, as we know. Not quite that same player anymore. But if he's, been, sort of big up to be, like as great as VVD, well, we got a great player on our hands. We got a real top defender, a real talent in Benjamin Arthur. They're saying he's likened to VVD. So if that's to be believed, and he's really as good as that, well, he won't be here much longer, will he? I think they'll be after him as well. But I do rate him. He's got a lot of promise. I really do think he's got promise. Possibly I'll give Rico Henry some more games at left back. I think now I'd prefer him over Aya. I'm not sure about Aya at the moment. He started well the other day, but he ran out of steam and he made a mistake as well. So for me, Rico Henry, I prefer there now at left back. Obviously, Vandenberg is going well still, and I hope he stays there. Obviously now, and Collins will come back for the match at the weekend with Coyote, of course. I do think Jensen should get more games as well. I do believe that. I think he's been brilliant lately. Matthias Jensen, I really do. I think he's been superb. Yeah, so another one I think should be playing. Carvalho, still don't know, not sure. 50-50 with him. Done well against Grimsby, but that's Grimsby. And he scored a penalty, so fair enough, but still not totally sure with him. But otherwise, yeah, there is a few there. As I say, Donovan, Henry, Jensen. There is quite a few still that probably should be playing. Lewis Potter probably should get more games now. He's been on the bench a lot this season. I know Thomas preferred him. KLP, left wing back. I know he preferred him, but yeah, he's more on the bench now under Andrews. I still think he's a fine player, Lewis Potter. I really will say that. He's still a fine player. He probably should get a few more games. He did score well. Good goal last night. Very good. Maybe Reece Nelson deserves a go as well. He was really good. As I say, it's only against Grimsby. But so what? If you can do well there, you can do well in the Premier maybe. So, but for the time being, it's going to be tough because they're playing for places at the moment, which is great in this squad. It's about time. I mean, we still ain't got a really massive squad, but they are playing for their, places to be earned now in our team for a change. So it's great to see. The fight for places in our team now. Brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, guys, please follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Highway Football Chat. Smash up those likes, guys, please. And please keep subbing. Get me up to that 200. Still on 185, guys. Come on. Get me to that magical 200 milestone. I know at the moment I'm still on the mobile network at the moment, so that's why this isn't quite as state of the art as it normally is. Some people might say it's better that I'm here sort of raw and talking about it rather than having everything up on the screen. So some people might prefer it this way. But yeah, I still prefer it the other proper way on the laptop with my ISP, but they've gone. So now I'm moving over to my other new one. And hopefully when I go into my new place, it'll be all great. Things will be great, fingers crossed. Everything will be fine. I won't still be getting all the issues with the fucking Wi-Fi I'm getting with this one. So, hopefully everything will be good, guys, I might try and do reaction possibly tomorrow to the FA Cup, Carabao Cup draw. I'll see, possibly. I'll try and do reaction if maybe tomorrow or later on tonight, this evening. Possibly I might do reaction to see who we get in the draw. But anyway, guys, it's been a great few days for the Bees, and we've been on a good run now, beating United, West Ham, Liverpool, and now Grimsby in the Carabao Cup. I'm hoping we can continue this against Palace on Saturday, because that is a tester for us, Palace, away at the Selhurst Park. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a real tough one. I will say we're doing the preview, so please check that out, guys. This has been really good day from the Bees, fantastic stuff. I thought this would be a tougher game than it was, but Grimsby had no answer to us. And we are really, really buzzing at the moment. And on cloud nine, I know that bubble could be burst. It may be against Palace, maybe against Newcastle. Depending, we may get it might get burst, and we might get knocked out in the quarters of the Carabao Cup. You never know. But for the time being, I think we've been superb, the Bees, and I can't moan about this at all. It's been fantastic from us. And we have been really on top form now. But I want to see it keep going. We cannot rest on this now. We just can't. And come on, the Bees, keep buzzing and stinging. And let's sting the Eagles on Saturday. That'd be incredible, We can sting the Eagles on Saturday. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. As I say, till the next stream. It will still, of course, be on the mobile network, unfortunately. But for the time being, I'll be doing that on here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce and right. Hold on one minute. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna get myself out of here very soon. And for now, guys, it's goodbye until the next one. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye.